I want to welcome you to a special Zoom that we're doing, focusing on Lebanon and Help the Persecuted's work in Lebanon. Before we do that, I do want to say that the last time we all met was in June. We did a year-end wrap-up, and we had a fantastic fiscal year-end for Help the Persecuted. And we want to maintain that momentum in this new year, our new fiscal year, as we focus our efforts on the country of Lebanon, which, as many of you know, has experienced a very high degree of crisis. Here with me is Amin. Amin runs our office in Lebanon, and the Lord has led us as a ministry to help have a response to this crisis. And what I thought we would do is sort of step you through the history of the multiple crises that have taken place in Lebanon, and how Help the Persecuted has met those needs. So welcome, Amin, to this Zoom call. Glad you're here.
Thank you. Bless you.
I thought maybe we could start with the Beirut Explosion and the impact that had on Lebanon as a country, and how things began to sort of snowball from there.
Yes. In fact, the Beirut Explosion did terrible things to Lebanese. And the Lebanese, they lost hope to keep living in Lebanon because it was like a shock for them. So in 2020, the explosion happened. And most of the Lebanese, it was like a rebellion before the explosion, directly before the explosion. And the explosion explodes everything.
Yeah.
So the people, they felt like they really lost hope. So our ministry went directly and to help the people in many ways. So at the beginning, we put the caravan inside the middle of the explosion, and we helped a lot of workers, and we give them like water and coffee and food. And we began we visited all the houses to see how can we help them, and we arranged many groups to fix the houses, and we fixed about 600 houses in Beirut.
Wow! So we helped restore 600 homes that had experienced broken windows and doors and glass.
That's right.
I love the idea of the mobile coffee shop and the bookstore and what condition were people in? Were they ready to receive the gospel when you all showed up into downtown Beirut?
Yes, many people, they are ready to receive the gospel because they were struggling what happened. They know nothing about what happened now in Lebanon. So they are just seeking for some hope, some point of hope for them. I think they are ready to listen to the gospel, because I think the gospel is the good way to help the people and give them hope. There's no hope without the gospel.
Amen. Wow. It's hard for maybe people to understand just how important Lebanon is to our ministry.
Yeah.
When we need someone, we need to pull someone out of Iraq and help them escape, or we need to pull somebody out of Egypt and help them escape, or pull somebody out of Syria. It's always Lebanon. Lebanon
that's right.
is really our hub, isn't it?
That's right, because Lebanon has a freedom. There's no way else, that nowhere else has the same freedom in Lebanon. And the Christians, they still have some power. And we can protect a lot of persecuted in Lebanon. We cannot protect them outside, like Syria or Iraq.
That's right.
So, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So because of that power share agreement between Christians and Muslims, Christians live in very relative peace, don't they, in Lebanon?
That's right.
So that's why it's so important to us. And the Lord really led us to the crisis response. And I wonder if we could talk a little bit about the farm. Because the Lord has given us this property, and it's already producing vegetables. And tell us a little bit about that.
So we begin in our farm. We rent a land. It's about 11,000 square meter. We bought 11 tents and more, and that, and we built also. We have a good team. We built like a small house for the farmer to stay inside it, and we have now about 3 employees in this monthly employees in this project, and we rent like daily workers when we need it
to help,
yes.
Bring the veg in.
And all of them are from, they are persecuted people.
Really?
We had them, yes.
Really? Are they from Lebanon or many from Syria?
No, from Syria.
Wow. Well, tell us, I mean, it's not just the 35 truckloads of vegetables that we produce and the meals that we're sending out to people, the hot meals that we're preparing, but there's also, the Lord has given you an opportunity to actually share the gospel to large groups of people.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about some of those.
We did many events to share the gospel. We did like praise songs event and preaching event in the street. And it was strange. One event we did it on July, and when they found that they are, the funny thing is that the Christians persecuted us, not the Muslims.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And after that, they gave us also license to do another event. So we did it another.
You know, that's hard for a lot of people who are watching to understand, but the cultural Christians, the ethnic Christians, the Maronite Christians oftentimes do not respond well to the evangelical church, and particularly those from a Muslim background who have become a Christian. There's a lot of suspicion about their conversion.
Yes.
So that's a tough place to be, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah. One of the highlights of my trip was getting to meet Muhammad, a man who had sworn allegiance to ISIS. He was an ISIS recruiter. At one point, he was even a Sharia judge in Syria. And the Lord used you in a really powerful way to bring him out of darkness, and he's now serving the church. So tell us a bit about Muhammad.
Now he's leading the praise songs, the sermon, each Sunday.
Oh, he is?
Yes, and he leads about 12 group for discipleship program. Wow. So he leads discipleship program.
And you've seen a complete transformation in his life. Wow.
Yes, of course. He's still struggling in some points, but not in faith. In faith, he's very strong faith.
It's hard. I mean, Brother Rashid and I were talking about the challenges that a Muslim has when they come to Christ, and what we call the baggage.
Yes.
There's a lot of baggage, isn't there?
Yeah, that's right. Because the Muslim culture is totally different than the Christian cultures. Because the Islamic culture is related to, through Quran, with Quran, very related. So when they send their belief behind them, they still struggle to send their culture or not. So we still struggle with that.
Right, it is a constant struggle. Well, I want to thank you for your service and your leading the efforts in Lebanon for Help the Persecuted. And just want to thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you for that. Everything you have done, also for us. Without you, we can do nothing.
Amen. Well, I want to say thank you to you who are listening and watching. Without your support, without your gifts and contributions, there's no way we could do this. And so this is a true partnership. And so we just want to say thank you for joining us on this Zoom call today. God bless.
Bless you. Bye.